Okie dokie. Hey, gang. Ken here. I'm a website designer who works with coaches, like executive coaches, leadership, career, some health coaches, relationship coaches, all kinds of coaches out there. And in this video, I'm going to look at um, Melissa Griffin's website. I have a big list of websites I just save over the years, and I'm going to go through a bunch of them and share with you my thoughts and reactions, ideas to improve, what I like, what I don't like, and hopefully you can learn some visual design ideas for your website. You can learn about some mistakes that you want to avoid, perhaps learn how to structure your content so that you can generate leads so that it actually supports your business. And yeah, a bunch of tips and tricks along the way. So this video should be about 10 to 15 minutes. So let me just dive in. I like starting with the things that I like. Here is Melissa's website, and she has video going on the homepage, and it looks great. It's nice to see video on websites, especially this is just subtle. It's just a few different little scenes, and it goes back and forth between them, so you can get a little bit of a feel for who she is. And it also helps to express her brand, which is, it looks like she's professional, but also casual, working from home, has a dog, has a laid back side um, to her. And I think that's good to make it come across. Landing on the homepage right here, I'm on a MacBook Air. So you get this, this is a very common size for a screen, horizontal. When you check your website, you should definitely make sure they look good everywhere on like a mobile device, tablets as well, and also different types of browsers like Chrome and Safari, etc. So what I do like is the feel I get here. She has her name and the logo in the upper left corner, and the menu or the navigation items are clear where they are right across the top. So that's good. Her messaging here is where business is a pathway to becoming. So a bit about this, spiritual kind of messaging designed for creative, mission-driven entrepreneurs ready to grow without hiding who they are. So a bit of self-development, self-growth, being true to yourself is a bit of the flavor you're getting from here. I wouldn't say it's very specific. It's more, more spiritual, general messaging. And here, how aligned is your business really? A little quiz. So that's cool. A little interactive element. How aligned is your business really? How aligned are you? How do you feel like you have meaning in? Are you enjoying your business? How aligned is it with you? So someone who's struggling with that obviously may want to take this quiz. I think the language could be a bit stronger on here. You know, um, your business is a pathway to becoming. How to find, um, how to succeed authentically and without hiding who you are. So it's pretty overall good messaging. So it's a little softer on the messaging. Maybe that works with her audience. I think I'd like to see a bit stronger. That's my opinion. Ultimately, you have to try your messaging and website out, get traffic, see who clicks to really know what's ideal. But ultimately, the messaging should be around what the clients are thinking and what they're interested in. And I guess it probably perhaps works for her type of clients. If I go to her testimonials, I can see, what they're reacting to. Oftentimes, when I build websites, I like to get testimonials or success stories from a coach, and that usually reveals a lot about the messaging and what clients are drawn to and what they say. Here's some of the messaging. The success stories. If I didn't feel aligned, so I joined the Aligned Abundance Mastermind. I wouldn't have the confidence today. So yeah, it's about confidence. So that's cool. Nice. I have 4 times my revenue in just 12 months and learn how to create evergreen funnel. Okay, cool. Some tangible, more, you know, project specific results. This is growing income, and yeah. So obviously, income and growing the business is a big deal, and that's a good sell for like business coaches. Ultimate results, growth, income, etc. So So yeah, you can see oftentimes what's interesting is that the clients that a coach has kind of looks like the coach themselves. Look at the design that's in the background, and the vibe you get, and you can see Melissa's vibe is quite similar. I do like the visual interest on her website without getting lost in too much stuff everywhere. A lot of times websites put things all over the place, maybe moving, maybe not, and then you can get lost pretty quickly. This is not. I think some people don't really like too much stuff floating around, but I think hers also, it's the way she has it is it's clear. So here's like the home, here's the menu is clear where it is at the top. Here's a couple of things floating around that you can see what they are, but it's all housed in this big section here, and there's a big dividing line here showing you the next section as you scroll down, and you can see this is kind of grouped together. Hey there, I'm Melissa. I believe our work is most powerful. So this is a bit about her beliefs and a bit of her messaging and who she is. So here's her story, picture and image here. So while there are a few things here, there's some space on the left and right. So it's kind of like a grouping. It makes sense. Some credibility links, the Limitless Life podcast. And it's great that you have a big heading here and then the smaller text to support it. So it's clear what this is. Here's her podcast and here's some of the episodes. So yeah, I overall like the feel and the style that it matches with who she is. So that's cool. These softer colors and then a little bit of fire here, but not too much. More of a calm, relaxed feeling. So some podcasts. The Future has 750 daily Spotify, Apple podcast. So this is also part of the podcast, which feels separate from this. So, a little floating around there. Online programs, so for creative entrepreneurs. This is for some people, stuff like this is a bit floaty all over the place. They don't really like it. For me, I feel okay with this because it's if the big heading is there, online programs. This helps to know that that's what this is all about. Otherwise, a lot of times websites these things everywhere. It's hard to know what the order is. A big split here in the color definitely makes it clear where this one section begins and another one starts. Black and white image of her. Okay, cool. It has variety and visual interest, and an overall feel is hers. The softer colors is there, so that's cool. So things stuff I don't like. Things that I like, I mentioned a bunch of them. Things that I don't like, I guess I don't know if I feel automatically that I don't like anything. There is a little bit of a glitch here. When I click on the home button, it's a link at the top. It goes to a different home page. It doesn't look like it's properly lined up here. Bit of a glitch. So I don't know if there's a video meant to be here or not. I don't think she's meant to have home here. I think the home is just meant to go back to this. So that when you go to the home page, it should also be the same thing as the logo. That's mostly understood. It's not bad to have redundant word home here. It's always good to know how to get back to home. Let's go to our about page. I'll just click on a couple things. So yeah, that's cool. On your about page, you can relax a little bit too. So there's a bit of a home environment. Yeah, so a little bit artsy, which is cool. I think she mentioned she works with creatives. The early years. Okay, cool. Video, nicely done. It's subtle. It's not out of control. With videos, you do have to be careful that things load quickly because videos can kind of tie things up. This website is good for checking speed tests and stuff. I'll quickly run her About Me page to see. So on a mobile device, why is this not giving me? Discover what your core vitals failed. So a little bit of an issue on accessing the information on her site. Let's just put the homepage in there. A lot of times if you get a theme that has a lot of doohickeys and razzmatazz, you can get issues with running a speed test. So it's hard to diagnosing performance issues. Just give it a moment. Okay, we're not going to wait. Let's go to the desktop. So yeah, there's some potential issues. I mean, the speed looks okay. Yeah, everything actually speed looks okay. Performance is okay. On a desktop, the on the home for the homepage, the core website vitals assessment passed. So we're pretty good. Speed is good. So it's overall pretty good. I'm sure she invested in her website and maybe has like a few people working on it. On a mobile device, we get some issues here. So the performance and accessibility is a bit low. The speed is going to be low. Um, so you can get confused with with a lot of different sections and segments. A lot of times there's structural positioning and gymnastics to make things fit. And especially when you go to a mobile device, like if I start dragging this over, let me just get rid of my email. If I start dragging the thing over, things get to reposition a bit to a vertical column. So that can be tricky. Like I'm starting to go to a tablet now. The font's getting quite small. If I go fully and yank it over, this is the mobile device, so that's good. The font's bigger, it's readable. This gets a bit tricky when it tries to make both columns vertically line up. Then there's a lot of weird spacing, so that gets a bit weird. Left aligned is good. This is good. That's fair. That sounds good. So anyway, it overall looks pretty good on the mobile device for the home page, but you can tell that with a lot of moving parts there, we're getting some issues on the mobile device. So basically, the homepage is not showing because it's trying to deal with all the content on there, and this is a highly technical stuff. So I won't go into that. But back to our site. Yep. Let's go to podcast page, which I think is an important one for her. Limitless Life Podcast. That's cool. There you go. I like this page actually because a lot more white space, so less things everywhere. This feels a bit easier and more elegant, quite frankly. I do like the video behind there. You can see it's only a moment. It's only a few seconds of her. So she'll do this, and then you'll see the video just kind of choppily jump back. Oh, this is a bit long. You'll see it jump back to the start of the video as it loops. Yeah, you see that? It jumped. So it might be a bit long. I think maybe just 3 or 4 seconds is plenty, or maybe 5 or 6 seconds. So this page feels real nice to me with the amount of spacing. It still has, fun little font here, the purple soft colors. So this feels really good to me, this page. If I had to do her homepage, I'd do more like this. But, it's my taste. And with websites, there are always often just kind of your personal taste. There are definitely times when websites are scattered and too many design elements, but this is pretty good. Let's see, online courses. And of course, she's, appears to be quite savage and has a lot going for her. So I'm sure she tested her website out and invested in it, etc. But cool. So messaging, of course, for creative entrepreneurs who want their work to feel like them. So her work is about, a lot of it's about being yourself, authenticity and stuff without using those big words. You can see that that's what her message is. Messaging and then flow of the website. She does list her things, podcast, online course. So this is more of a choose where you want to engage. Like let's say you're on her podcast and you've heard her speak and she's, I'll go to my courses or I work with people one-on-one. So this is pretty clear. You just pick where you're interested in here. I don't see any like newsletter or follow me invitation. Oh, the quizzes, that's what it is. Let me go back to the home. You can actually got a little bit of issue here. So I'm clicking on the logo and it's going to a different homepage than their main homepage. So you got a little bit of a technical glitch, getting lost a little bit. Not terrible, but these things happen with websites over time. That's why it is important to make sure you test your website fully on a regular basis. When you do a new website, test it like daily and then test it weekly and then go to monthly once everything is running smoothly. So here's her quiz. I'll click on it. Let's see. Take the soul quiz. 11 score now. Take the quiz now. Boom, boom. I'm not going to do it, but that's what would happen. Hopefully that works well. And what was I at a moment ago? I was on her courses page. Where did I go before? Let's go to courses. Okay. Cool. It's an easy join the wait list. It's a nice little strategy when you have a course that you don't do all the time, is to do a nice wait list. So it gets people on a list, and then you offer it to the list on a periodic basis. Plus, this is a way to actually test whether you have a course, people have interest in it or not, because if you just put up a course, a summary, and say join the wait list, if no one gets on the wait list, then you get a sense of the amount of traffic coming, that people are actually interested in the course. So it's a way to kind of like grow the course and test it. It's been more of an advanced strategy. Good to have testimonials. So good on you. Good job. Picture of her, a lot of casual pictures. So that's good. What was I wanting to bring to your attention last? I'm at the bottom of the site. So obviously there's, here's the bottom of the site, but there's a bunch more junk underneath. So, maybe there's some updates she needs to do. And contact. So contact, let's chat. Message her here. Sure. Free quiz. Take the quiz. A bit more repeated content. Instagram invitation. That's cool and all. But overall, cool. A nice branding, feel, and vibe. The messaging is obviously, we talked about that. There's this glitch here on the homepage. Yeah. So a lot of times with my clients, when coaches come to me for help with their websites, either building them or redoing them, it is very important for the website to feel like the coach, to resonate with the coach, to be authentic, and something they can feel confident about sharing with people. You want it to be trustworthy. You want it to be a place where clients come to your website and clients, feel like you're the coach who can help them. And your website should support your ability to get out there, reach new clients, promote what you do, and build your dream coaching business. Yay. All right. Well, here's a website, and I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, actually. So if you can tell me what you like about this website, what you don't. Do you feel it's too scattery? Do you like all the pictures of her there? Some people don't like that. It's interesting. I've met coaches who don't want their face everywhere on the website. So tell me what you think in the comments, and tell me if there's something else you noticed that I didn't mention. Oh, here's a business outfit of her business coaching, private coaching page. So that's something. That's pretty cool. So you can tell she has maybe a variety of types of clients. I wouldn't say super niched, but she is definitely focused on. So you can see this messaging around the business coaching, scaling, burnout, stuff like that. That's definitely a big challenge for established professionals. Anyway, there you go. Post in the comments. I'd love to hear from people. Hit like and etc. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.